Starting a business is an incredibly exciting journey, but it comes with a ton of work. One of the biggest tasks that entrepreneurs face is putting together a killer business plan. Now, one of the most important aspects of that killer business plan is, without a doubt, the executive summary. The executive summary is one of those things that must stand out in your business plan. So in this video, I'm going to explain why the executive summary is the single most important part of your business plan, and also share a couple of tips to make yours stand out. Whether you are looking for funding, or you are looking for partnerships, or maybe you just are conducting your own strategic planning within your enterprise, the executive summary remains one of the key aspects of your business plan. Now, if you are ready to start crafting yours to make yours stand out, let's dive in. Welcome once again to another edition of results-oriented preparation, where early preparation equals excellent results. I'm your host, Kenneth. I'm an entrepreneur as well as a business consultant that help small, medium, even micro-sized enterprises to market their businesses and to grow. If you're new on this channel, please consider subscription to the channel and also hit the notification button so that you get appraised every time we bring fresh and exciting tips to help you scale your business. Let's begin by looking at 5 reasons why the executive summary is one of the most important aspects of your business plan. Often the executive summary is the first thing that the reader sees whenever they look onto, or whenever they look at a business plan. So it is very important that the first impression that they get when they look at that particular business plan is a lasting impression, an impression that makes them convinced that this business plan of yours is worth their time, or they need to put some time apart in order to go through your particular plan. So basically, what the executive summary does is that it affords you, as the one who has crafted it, to grab the attention of your readers so that they become more interested, or perhaps go through your entire plan. The second reason is that the executive summary is a concise overview of the entire business plan. This means that it must hit all the key points, whether it is your unique value proposition, it is your experienced team, or your product concept, whatever that is. It must hit all those key points and give, for instance, the competitive advantage and the target market, and highlight all the key things that are going to be dealt with in the entire business plan. So it is most important that the person reading your business plan know exactly beforehand what they are going to encounter in the conclusive business plan. Thirdly, let's be real, not as many people go through an entire business plan. A lot of people maybe will scan a few pages, or probably just look right there at the beginning. So you need to make sure that your business plan is captivating. Now, if it is captivating, then it means that this becomes the gateway or the doorway to entice the reader to go through the entire business plan. Now, if you are captivating, it means that there are certain things about that particular plan that is keeping the reader glued to it and makes them want to go through the entire plan. I'll give you a couple of tips later in the video on how to do precisely this. And fourthly, the executive summary might be the only thing that your readers are going to read. Now, in most cases, this is definitely the only thing that they get to read. So you need to make sure that the executive summary must be a stand-alone document. So what that means is that on its own, it must be able to communicate the essence of the entire business plan or what your business is all about. Now, if you're looking for funding in that particular executive summary, there must be some selling point that, for instance, an investor or a financier can attest to the fact that this is something that can entice them to go through the entire plan and maybe eventually consider giving you that particular funding. Or maybe if it is a partnership that you're looking for, what is it that you are able to communicate in that perhaps one page to entice a prospective partner to your business so that they get excited about going through the entire plan and consider bringing you into partnership with them. The executive summary need to highlight some very essential details about your business and about your plan. It could be the unique value proposition. It could be an exciting product or a service offering, whatever it is that you're bringing to market or that you're making or that you are trying to communicate with your readers. The executive summary must be able to communicate this and to do so in an easy to understand and acceptable way that the person reading it can really identify with what is being spoken about in that particular executive summary, to the point where they want to go through the entire plan and eventually give you that particular desired result that you're looking for as the one presenting this business plan. So key things such as your team. Is your team experienced enough? Are you communicating to the person looking at your plan that you've got an experienced team? If that is, maybe you want to be in partnership with someone, or if you're looking for funding, are you communicating a clear financial projections or a clear financial plan that gets the financier excited about getting into business with you and give you the funding that you're looking for when you present that particular business plan? I also need to emphasize that you can download for free a template that I've designed. This will help you with creating an effective executive summary and perhaps even on a broader scale look at making your business plan a killer one. Now let's look at some of the tips that you can employ to make yours a killer executive summary for a more effective presentation of your business plan. The first thing that your executive summary must be is that it must be compelling. Now, when it is compelling, what that means is that it must have persuasive language. Okay? Now, being persuasive, it means that it has an ability to demand the attention of the people that are reading it. It could be the right kind of font that you use. It could be the aesthetics of it, the colors, the structure, the way it is presented. Now, is it in an easy to read mode? Is it in a colorful a manner that allows the reader to be glued to it? What are the attractive aspects about it that makes someone continue reading it and say, this is an appealing document? So there is an appeal to it that you must emphasize when you are crafting your executive summary. The second tip is that you make it concise. In a lot of cases, now being concise does not necessarily mean that you are taking away vital information that makes it a worthwhile document. However, what you're doing is you're making sure that it is brief and also keeping all the necessary detail in there. In most cases, you'll find that a lot of business plans will have an executive summary that is at least one page. Now, for most entrepreneurs that I've helped come up with executive summaries, we try by all means to make sure that it fits in one page. It has to be one page. It must not exceed one page, and it must not be even half a page. Now, being half a page means that there is a lot of detail that has been left out. Remember, being concise, it doesn't mean that you need to compromise on the detail that will be the selling points of the entire business plan, and if it is too short, probably it will look a little bit empty and void, and it will not demand the right kind of attention from a reader to go through it. If it is too elaborate again, then it becomes too daunting a task to go through it. So you need to make sure that it is within a particular size that is acceptable, and that a person going through it will take just a few minutes to go through it and understand exactly what you're communicating in that particular business plan. Thirdly, it needs to highlight your business strengths. Now, this is a very essential, especially if you are looking at probably funding, if you're looking at going to partnership with another business, or you're looking at other certain ventures, or you are communicating to stakeholders what your business strategies are. Now, the key strengths of your business must be expressed clearly in your executive summary. Now, this makes it easy for the person reading to understand exactly how you are proposing to make that business a viable one. Now, the key strengths can show whether you have the capacity or the ability to turn this business plan into a viable business. Remember, everyone can come up with a plan, but the viability of a plan, as far as the ability to implement it, can it be implemented? Do you have the strength, the capacity, the ability to turn the plan into action? This must be expressed clearly, although maybe in just a few words or a few sentences, but it must be clear exactly maybe what your unique value proposition is, what are your strengths, your capacity, your ability. This can be expressed even simply in the form of a SWOT analysis. As you can see, the executive summary is truly the bread and butter of any business plan. Now, you need to make sure that you stick to those key tips. Make sure that yours is compelling, make sure that it is concise, and make sure that it communicates your key strengths. Now, this will make it a document that is readable, and that the people reading it will enjoy and will want to be able to help you in a way that you need helping. But also, if it is going to be used even within your organization, the people that are your stakeholders, it could be your employees, it could be your subordinates, whoever will have the opportunity to look at it, must really understand what you're communicating in the entire business plan by looking only at the executive summary. I'm interested to hear from you exactly if you have a business plan, what are the key strategies that you're using or that you use to craft yours. And if you are really looking at crafting your own business plan, or you want help with crafting your own business plan, leave your number down below and we'll reach out to you. Please also don't forget to download the free template on how to create an effective, concise executive summary. I'll leave that in the description down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share with your entrepreneurial friends, and also subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning, continue planning. This is results-oriented preparation. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.